So this is an ad impression attribution service. This is what that means. When a company decides to buy a little digital ad space, right, or you're bidding for it, and then against other companies, and then you buy it, then you serve the ad. That's an impression when you serve it to an individual based on their details. And then if they click on it, then that's a successful impression. So that's a click. Now the click is happening in real time, like as the user is interacting with it. Some features of the ad are actually generated in real time. So we're like, you would get served a different ad than your friend, right? Even with the same real estate. But then there's a bunch of batch data as well around, like, my ad campaign, what I actually want to be serving you, details about you that unfortunately companies will have around what you're likely to buy, etc. So this is a very common use case actually, or that for Upsolver's clients. And it combines batch and streaming. So the difference here in the online inference portion is that I'm wanting to join that live event, the click event of the user, or actually even the serving of the ad, with data that I have in a feature store elsewhere that was produced and put there by a batch process. So that's really the part where I want to do a streaming join, or a join on data in motion against other streams plus data that's in a data store. So this really in the online portion is where I'm wanting to combine a batch and a stream process. And this like divide which exists between batch and stream is really annoying when you have to do it all in one step. And that's where Upsolver comes in. This is just the architecture for such a use case, such a workflow. So in the ad example, we've got maybe perhaps a database of all the advertisers who were involved in serving ad on my website. So let's say I'm Facebook. These are all the record of the advertisers. I have information on active bids that are refreshed every so often, right? Maybe 15 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. So that's landing in some bucket. This is all very Amazon specific. That's mostly because we're an Amazon partner and we use Amazon as an underlying tool. And then information on the active ad campaigns for each advertiser. And then there's the stream. This is a Kinesis stream coming in for the actual impressions and the clicks that are happening on the impressions. So what we do is we're able to ingest all of that data into Upsolver. It doesn't matter if it's streaming or batch, you're gonna immediately see them live within the Upsolver platform. And you can query them. But what's cooler is then we can join in motion data across the streams and the batch sources. And the way that we do that is by creating materialized views on top of the tables. So this stream is going to be joined directly against the materialized view of ad campaigns, active bids, and advertisers. So here, in one step, you just write a SQL statement and say, select advertiser ID from advertisers, bid amount, join on advertiser ID from active bids, join on your ad campaigns, and then finally join on your click impression stream on whatever primary keys you have, and voila, you have done the join, and you're able to attribute a specific click that happened on your website back to who was serving it and how much, for example, how much they paid for that specific real estate for that moment in time, because that's very dynamic. The pricing around ad real estate is very dynamic, and you get that attribution in real time as the click is happening. And for example, this can power a quick side dashboard that shows the campaign success metrics. So a campaign is only successful if someone clicks through an ad impression, right? And you have to measure that versus how much you paid for it, and so on and so forth. So that's the output that you would get, and all of this is happening within Upsolver, which is a data lake platform. So it's underneath it is S3, and you have this data catalog that lets you see everything that's in there.